This episode of All the Things Sort of Truth is brought to you by our BFFF, Madison from Patreon. Why? Because Madison knows how to get shit done. That's why she went to patreon.com/podcastatt and got two instant best friends on top of some brand new Podcast ATT stickers and a hand-drawn character by Jade. It makes perfect sense, guys. Be like Madison.
She's pretty awesome.
Yes. Whew, that was a lot. Let's start the show. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to All the Things Sort of Truth. It's the alcohol-fueled, chapter-by-chapter reread of the Sort of Truth series with a single bucketful of craft brew on the side. Now, that is a more manageable size. Yes, I could totally drink a bucket full of beer. I feel like I could. Maybe, yeah, no, I totally could. I'm Nate.
And I'm Jade.
And this week, we're going to be talking about Chapter 42 of Wizard's First Rule.
Heck yeah, we are.
I want to start off by talking about our last episode, which was a live episode, the first of which we said was going to happen at 6, and hey, we were only 15 minutes late, so I think that's a good start for us. We had a lot of people join us, and we had a blast. We are definitely going to be doing those more. So look forward to those in the future. We will be posting stuff on Facebook about exactly when and where they're going to happen.
But yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that. I really like interacting with you guys like in real time. I like having you guys be a part of the episode too. It's a whole different feeling.
Yeah, a lot of you guys are funnier than we are, so it really helps the show, get along.
Yeah, when we get to say your jokes on the podcast, we sound funny. So
we just have to stop laughing first.
Yeah. This chapter isn't super funny though.
No, it's not.
This chapter is about torture time in Dahara.
It sounds so cute.
Like tutor time or some shit?
Yeah. Just come on down to torture time. Half off Tuesdays. It's going to be great.
You're probably not going to leave. Don't worry about it. So, as the chapter opens up, Richard's a little bit dazed from everything that's been going on. He can't get his clothes on the right way. Denna's not thrilled.
Yeah. Pants first, buddy.
She tries to beat him a little bit, and then I think she realizes he's too far fucked.
Yeah, they got him so fucked up at this point. He can't think straight.
So then she lets up a little bit. She gives him some kisses and like encouragement to get moving, and they head out to leave Tamarang.
Yeah, but they don't quite get to leave because, of course, Queen Milena shows up. Where are you going with my guy? You can't take him. We're going to punish him.
On one hand, Denna caught him. He's for dark and raw, like you knew that. Your daughter was the one that went in there like a little bitch and taunted him. Like, you get what you get.
Yeah.
But also, like, if your kid had her jaw shattered and potentially was going to die because of some dude, you probably wouldn't be thrilled about them, like, taking him away either.
I don't know. I'm kind of split on this. On one hand, Queen Milena wants Richard to die. I mean, you hurt my kid, go die. Mm-hmm. Makes perfect sense. Can't fault her there. But on the other hand, if you let him go with a Mord Sith, you know they're going to torture the fuck out of him. And if you really, really want to be nasty about it, wouldn't a prolonged torture be worse than a quick death?
Yeah. No, I mean, I absolutely think that when Denna tells her, like, we're already doing worse than you would do. What the fuck do you want? She's absolutely right. I think that being the parent whose kid was harmed, though, you'd be like, cool, do it here.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, let me watch.
Yeah.
Or give me a daily report or something.
Yeah. Let me come down and assist or something. Since Denna's not going to let it happen, Milena tries to take him out herself.
Yeah, she's not used to being told no.
She planned on being told no, though, because she brought the knife out with her.
She did.
Like a psychopath.
If I don't get my way, which kind of shows she's worried.
Yeah.
You know, but if I don't get my way, then I'm just going to stab him more than Sith. I know Denna told Richard, hey, it was dumb for you to use your magic on me, but if I was just a regular person with no magic, like Queen Milena, I would not think that a Mord Sith would be incapable of defending herself without magic too.
No, I just don't think she was thinking too deeply into that. I think she was thinking, I'm going to push past her and get to Richard. And she wasn't even thinking, like, the aftermath of killing the dude that Dark and Raw wants. She was just like, I got to do it.
Well, I guess what happens next then makes even more perfect sense.
You're talking about Richard killing the guard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then Denna killing the queen.
Yes. It happened pretty quickly.
Yeah, very fast. Richard comes to Denna's defense, even though the queen is coming after Richard.
Right.
He's like, nope, you're not going to hurt my mistress, which, weird.
Well, it's the strange power, apparently. Surging up. And that's the only reason he's able to do it. The only reason he's able to actually pull the sword and kill somebody is because of this weird, the same thing that he felt when he got Violet.
Right. But killing this guard in defense of Denna kind of takes the last of Richard's strength, and he is fucking done. There's nothing else left in the tank.
Yeah, at first she tries to punish him again for, like, falling down. And
what's the point if he's all dead weight anyway?
Yeah, he's like, sorry. And yeah, he's like falling into not reviving, I think, at that point. And she's like, okay, just take a nap.
He's
right?
at the line.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't even realize that she just murdered a queen right in front of him.
Yeah.
But luckily enough, he gets to rest during the journey. And during the journey, he feels this strange bond with Denna. Like, all he gives a shit about is making sure that she's happy.
And right there.
And, like, happy with him, too, because he still doesn't want the pain.
Right. And she's being, like, chill about this. She's, like, letting him rest. She's feeding him and letting him lean on her. And, yeah, it's a nice little... I mean, it's not nice. She's a terrible person.
Yeah.
Like, it's a nice moment, right?
Well, I mean, she does all these horrible things, but now she's giving him, like, actual comfort.
Yeah.
Like, these horrible things are going to happen regardless to anything else that happens. And that puts him in this mindset. And that when it doesn't happen, fucking thank you, Mistress Denna, because that didn't happen. That happens all the time regardless. You're the only one keeping it at bay now. His brain is just somewhere that I can't even comprehend.
It is warped. And it's only been a day.
Yeah, a day. And this is like severe Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, because the stuff with Violet happened on the second day.
Yeah.
That he was captured.
Yep.
And they were supposed to spend a couple days there at least. And I feel like they hot-tailed it out of there because he did some shit with Violet, and Denna was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, it's probably best we just fucking leave.
Let's just go.
Well, like, she saved him once. If they stayed for a few days, Queen Milena would definitely have somebody out to get Richard, wouldn't she?
I don't know. I don't know if she would have bothered if he was there chained up being tortured.
It was probably Dark and Raw just fucking wanting him back.
Yeah, that could be.
I didn't get what I want, but I have a person with the information that I want, so get his ass here and get that information out.
Yeah.
Denna, time to go to work. And it doesn't take very long for them to arrive in Dahara. Now, I'm not assuming that it's a short ride. I think Terry was like, okay, Richard's out of Tamarang. He is with Denna.
Yeah, I think it took a little bit of time, but we aren't like, it's not drawn out at all. He doesn't see outside of the carriage anyways. There's a bunch of beautiful views he's not paying attention to. He's just in a weird stupor anyways.
And finally, they get to Dahara.
Yeah.
And by the time they get there, he feels a lot better. But, you know, kind of like what we were just talking about, he's totally brain fucked. He has no idea what his purpose is anymore. I took that to mean him thinking of his mission with the boxes of Orden and the Sword of Truth and Kaelin and Zed. All of that is like a distant memory to him at this point. 3 days in.
Yeah.
And if Dark and Rawl were to ask him, hey, so where's that box of Orden? He might go, oh, yeah, I know where a box is, but not realize, like, hey, stupid, that's the mission. Don't tell him that.
Yeah. His main purpose right now is just to keep Denna happy. So everything else is like back burner shit.
Yeah. And I mean, so far, he's been doing a good job. So she lets him, like, sleep in her room on the floor. Fucking upgrade, buddy.
Yeah, once they get there, she's like, you can sleep here at the foot of my bed. We'll be good. The next day in the morning, the devotion bell rings, and he gets to experience his first devotion. Yay! They have to go to these really pretty squares and bow their heads and recite the incantation over and over and over for like 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 whole hours. Now, I know in some religions, they have to pray several times a day, and they kind of just drop wherever they are.
Yeah.
At the castle, they have to go to certain places and then bend over on their knees for 2 hours. If I did that for 20 minutes, my back would be fucked for the rest of the day. I could not do it.
Your old people knees?
Yeah, my old people knees. Yeah,
I have old people knees too. It's okay.
Yeah. It wouldn't be great. Be a whole lot of grunting just standing up after that.
Richard gained 2 hours right away in training for not chanting immediately because he was like, wait, maybe I don't want to do that? Isn't there something about that guy I don't like?
But eventually, Denna, kind of beats him into it, and he's only really able to concentrate by staring at Denna's braid.
Yeah, by thinking about how pretty it is and how, like, that's all he can think about because he is angry. He knows that something about Rawl pisses him off, and he can't be angry because then the sword's power will come up, and that's not fun for devotion time.
No. Well, in the square are guards, too. So if he did cause a scene, they would be right there to stop him.
Yeah, you have to be praying. This is not just a Denna thing. This is a everyone thing.
Right. It's not a religion thing. It's you just have to do this.
Yeah.
It's a law.
Yeah. Once they're finished, Constance comes up to Denna. This is the first time that we're meeting one of the other Mord Sith.
Constance.
And it's made very, very clear that you're not supposed to like Constance, like right away.
Do not care for.
She's stout, her braid is dull, her face is nasty, everything about her just screams, don't like this character. After Constance comes up to Denna, she says, welcome back to Dahara, so now Richard knows for sure that's where they are. Yeah,
that is a big piece of information for Richard to have. He could be anywhere. And as long as he's out of the Westland, gosh, every time I say that, like an old person, is that the Facebooks?
The internet?
As long as Richard is out of Westland, he has no fucking clue where he is. He knows Midland's obviously in the middle. Dahara is off to the east, but he could have been in another part of the Midlands and not know it.
Yeah. He had literally no idea.
And he may not know exactly where he is now, but he knows west. Like, go the fuck west. You don't want to be in Dahara.
And this is where Dark and Raw lives. So, not great.
Yeah, right. You're close to the bad guy. Again, not a good place to be, Richard.
Constance doesn't take mates. She's not super thrilled with the fact that Denna has taken Richard for hers. But Denna's like, you know what? Whatever I have, you can have too. We can share him. You can be my second. And you can help me train him. Constance is super excited to help Denna train Richard. So she's going to go get her red leather. And Denna's like, no. We're not going to make him bleed. You just calm the fuck down. Keep your brown on.
So once they get to the training room, he is put in this wicked sounding arm restraint that pulls his wrists and elbows together behind his back. And then he's lifted by this like pulley system just slightly off the ground. Just enough to tease between your toes and your shoulders which one's taking the full weight of your body.
I mean, I feel like I did this, and most of you probably did this. If you didn't, you should try to do it now. If you try to put your elbow and your hands together behind your back, and then try to lift it like together. It's not good.